Word, buddy, and welcome back to Chat and Chill News. So let's get straight into the story for today, my friend. You're done already. You've seen the title. Hope you're as disappointed as I am. Let's get into it. Catfish production is on a hold. So obviously Catfish, the new season's coming out real soon, but it's on hold right now while they investigate Nev Schulman's sexual misconduct allegations after pushing a lesbian guest to have sex with him to help her reevaluate whether she was gay. Now, a girl from episode 16 of season 4 called Aisha came out and started talking about Nev Schulman's iffy situation. Now, very serious, very crazy. I'm going to show a little snippet if you want to see more of that. You know what I'm saying? Link in the description below. Go watch the full video. So roll it.
On every break from filming, every time they said cut, you're like, oh, well, when can I take you on a date? Mind you, this is like 20 minutes in to us meeting for the very first time. I was in such an uncomfortable place and a freaking hard time in my life as well. I was at my most vulnerable, and I was at this really fucked up place in my life, and I have this guy over here making me like 3 times as uncomfortable as I already am. He was just like, oh, okay, like, I don't think you're a lesbian, and you need to let me take you out, and you're really pretty.
And yes, as you can see from there, she are using aliases. Jack being Nev, which is probably the most important one. You can watch the rest if you really want to figure out the other aliases, so you want to know who Max is, and etc, etc. You know, at this point in time, I only really care about the alias being Jack. It's popping out right now, all these articles talking about it. Now, at this point in the film, I don't know what part I'm showing, but she's basically claiming that Nev was repeatedly asking to take her out on a date. Which was, when I was listening to the whole thing, he did repeatedly say he wanted to take her out on a date. He kept saying, oh, I don't think you're gay. There was a part in the story also when she was talking about them to, Nev was always trying to get into her room. So he'll always be like, oh, what room door are you in? Or what's your door number? You know, hotel door number. But she wasn't really trying to get in on the game like that, you know. And then there's a part, there's 2 parts of the story. There's a part in the second part of the story, basically where she wasn't able to get her room to the key yet. So then Nev is like, oh, why don't you come back with me? So then she thought that she was going back with Nev and Max because they were, you know, together in the same room, etc. They get into the room, Max ends up leaving the room, and then obviously it's just Nev and Aisha. He's then, you know, basically trying to seduce her, you know, apparently he grabs her arm, you know, wants to get her into bed. He's asking her basically to, you know what I'm saying, go grab this D. Apparently he's got the biggest thing in the gongo, telling her he's got that big thing, and she's just like, me don't want no white thing. You feel me? Me want the pom-pom, because she's a lesbian. But anyways, long story short, MTV said they are conducting a thorough investigation into the accusations. Nev, as right now, has also denied any sexual misconduct as far as I'm concerned right now. Me personally, going into these sort of stories again, I believe the girl, I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually I'm always like innocent until proven guilty and blah 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 blah. But this situation, I'm not even surprised if Nev is out here chirping this shit. You seen that chest hair of his dog? Hell no. Listen, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. Hey, listen, Catfish, if you're out here, I can be your new host, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't have come on, man. These allegations are strong. I think they're genuine allegations. I do believe they're legitimate. I think if do you find that they're absolutely fake, oh man, she deserves to get rotten up the situation. But I actually believe her, you know. I think there's a problem with this industry where men just use their power for bullshit. It always seems to happen. How many times are we going to hear a story about a man trying to seduce a woman at a workplace? Bruh, go find chicks elsewhere. There's 25 billion heads in this world, probably more than that. Go chirp somebody else. Why are people always doing that in the most awkward of places? Man, if she didn't come on to you, don't come on to her. Like, what's up? Everybody works in an environment, right? You have people that you meet in the industry, you have people that you work with, yada, 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 yada. Why do men think that they're these too much? Bruh, listen, I love women too. Me out here trying to bang, couple chicks too, but you ain't going to see me doing that at a workplace. There's a time and a place for your dick. And that wasn't one of them. Out here trying to find that hotel room. God damn. People these days. Do comment, subscribe, and like. Comment what you think about the story, man. Do you think Nev did it? Do you think he didn't do it? Do you think the girl was wrong? Or do you think the girl took too long to bring it out? I mean, I always say it's very difficult to talk about a situation, especially when she was talking about going through mental health issues, etc., etc. So, you know, I'm siding with her on this one. Sorry, Nev. Shout out to Max, though. Salute to Catfish. But Nev, man, this is the time where you step down, man. You know what I mean? Like that Schweinsteiger dude. I can't remember his name anyway. But just resign, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anyways, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, see you back here for more videos. Make sure you go check at the end of this video. There'll be a couple of videos for you to click. You know, the most recent one and a random one. News stories every single day. I do try to make every single day, but your boy's busy working, trying to make this money. No 9 to 5, so I've been kind of slacking on the YouTube videos. But don't worry, man. I'm still making weekly videos, fam. Whether it's not being daily, it's still at least you know, I'm making a lot of videos, man. But this was a big story, I have to come back. Peace.